Alright, one more video, monos. And honestly, I am on my last legs here. I am falling asleep. I am freaking got a headache. Like this medication is trying to knock me down, and I am resisting it with all my might. Let's get into it. Luddy is a fudging snake. Alright. I was, again, because I was out, I couldn't react to this whole situation with Mango. Because there was apparently a Burial Cart event, which I've seen before. I knew about the Burial Cart stuff. I've seen it. I watch a lot of Emmy, Cinna, and Body, like on the side, especially shorts. So I'd already known about this, but I guess during they had like another Burial Cart, and one of the creators there, Mango, who apparently had previously had alcoholism problems, really started going ham with the alcohol and basically started thrusting at a bunch of the ladies there, and got into a lot of trouble for doing this, of course, and effectively got canceled by everybody. Everybody distanced themselves. Everybody canceled Mango. Mango's this, Mango's that. He's the worst alcoholic. They basically ruined this guy's entire career. But people started calling out Ludwig because he specifically encouraged, encouraged, and basically pushed Mango to drink more and more, like keep going, keep the and in all complete honesty, in my opinion, effectively caused Mango to lose his career by, of course, Mango's fully and totally responsible for his own actions. Do not get me wrong. But I also need to make it very, very clear that Ludwig here is 100% foul for his part in this entire ordeal, bro. Absolutely foul. Let's get into it. I'm gonna try my damnedest to not pause for y'all. Let's do it.
Talking about the Ludwig situation, which is a very messy and convoluted.
Oh, too fast, Mooney.
One. So a few days ago, Ludwig hosted a Mario Kart event that featured a lot of drinking, and during this, one of the streamers he invited would get wasted and then would act inappropriately towards some of the female streamers attending that event. Afterwards, he was banned from Twitch, he lost his major sponsorship, and basically that's where the story would end if there wasn't more layers to this. It's not a black and white situation when you look at the totality of the circumstances and the fact that Ludwig invited this individual to a drinking event knowing he was an alcoholic, and then at one point celebrated this streamer's blood alcohol rating, reaching a point of potential alcohol poisoning, and then told him to up his numbers. So yeah, as you can see, very messy situation. Let's jump right into some of the context here. In case you're not aware, Ludwig is a very big content creator. He is someone for a long time who ran this Mogul Mail channel that covered a lot of drama and other streaming related stuff, and eventually he got known as a fence sitter because he would basically...
Which is funny because it's like everybody calls it just drama but when you see it on channel whatever the frick 24 news, channel 5 news, channel whatever the frick news, it's not drama there, it's the frickin' news. But the same exact shiz happens on YouTube and it's frickin' drama. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Alright, it's drama then. Screw you. Drama's important now. As far as I'm concerned, drama has a different definition. Just like how y'all be calling everybody nazies, and now nazi don't mean shiz. Like, it don't mean anything anymore. Like, it's just a freaking word that lost all meaning. The same way that is drama, as far as I'm concerned, anytime somebody says drama, that just means the news now. Cause y'all acting stupid. Whenever y'all do something stupid, something bad, y'all have to call it drama. But anytime somebody that you hate, if something goes down, it's a situation, it's an event, it's a problem, it's some news, it's something real.
Sit back, watch a situation unfold. A week later, come out with the most popular...
It's like when Trump says that the Epstein files is not news. That's just drama. Like, get out of here, bro.
What they'd already said, and eventually people criticized him for avoiding talking about some of his friends, like Hassan Piker. In fact, he made a video that inadvertently made Hassan look bad, and Hassan was very furious, and demanded that he alter the video to fix the mistake. And Ludwig would comply, and that would be one of his final actions on this.
Bro, it didn't even make him look bad. I think what it was is that he, literally just disagreed with one of Hassan's takes. Like, Hassan said one thing and he disagreed with it. and that's all it was. It was like something like super menial.
Channel
If I
eventually.
remember,
He would say that
if
he didn't
I'm
want any drama
remembering
on the channel
correctly,
anymore, and if you look at the replies from this back in April, I mean, he's just getting absolutely toast.
I remember
In terms of
covering
how
that
he
whole
talks about Hassan,
situation. It was
Hassan
really
Jason
wild.
just wants to play it safe. Ludwig's too scared to criticize Hassan, so he walks away from the commentary channel community altogether. Imagine being this cowardly. You get the point. So let's fast forward to the current situation, which is
Well, honestly, every single news channel, every single drama channel, every single commentary channel out there right now is discussing all of the insane, wild, and crazy things happening with Hassan and the absolutely disturbing double standards being pushed by Twitch, honestly. So it's like, yeah, probably a good time to get off the news. I like once all this blows over, or if Hassan ever actually catches any real consequences for his actions, I guarantee you, all of a sudden, Ludwig's gonna suddenly make a great big comeback of Mogul Mail. Oh,
very messy one. So he had this
don't
big
call it a
event
comeback.
involving Mario Kart. He called it the Beerio Kart
I've been here for
World
years.
Cup, a 24-person drinking and driving event. Obviously, he's referring to Mario Kart. But the clear focus of this is right in front of all of us. It's about drinking. Now, this brings us to the other person in the situation, a person named Mango, who is a member of the fighting games community, someone who's been there for a very long time.
Literally, the only thing I know, have known, or have ever known about Mango is that he's the freaking Super Smash Bros. Guy. I don't even know if he's a. I don't even know if he's a Mario Kart guy. I just know that he was the Smash Bros. Guy. And that's only because every once in a while, like, they mention it. And then again, that's mainly because I watch Amaru and Cinna and Bonnie, really,
Had
for the
many
most
different
part.
controversies. And there's one thing that pretty much everyone seems to know about him, and it's the fact that he's an alcoholic. Now, we have this clip of him at the event, at the Beerio Kart event. I can't really play it on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's, like, safe, but to sum it up, it's not good, right? He looks really...
Oh, and somehow extra. Well, I guess it makes sense, right? With me following Emmy and all them, extra Emily. I also constantly get shorts and like videos on. So I will see NMP and Low and all them through that basically. But beyond like that, really, the occasional like short, that would be about it, really. And also that one guy with the glasses that just like he just put out that short where he like freaking made a. He's constantly messing with his girlfriend. They're like, you know what I'm talking about.
really bad. At this point, he's completely wasted. It's obvious. His
He's a
eyes
cool
are
guy.
glazed over.
I like him.
He's barely speaking, and he goes up behind this streamer named Maya and starts like air humping.
What's his name? Michael?
behind her,
Something like
and
that.
clearly she's uncomfortable, and people are trying to get him to stop. He keeps doing it, and he was also doing other stuff, just being weird towards the women at this event. And afterwards, he was banned on Twitch. He would lose his Cloud9 sponsorship, a very major sponsorship and partnership for him. And then he would tweet this saying, C9 dropping me, probably getting banned from tourneys, effing whatever, man. No one...
Bro, I remember every time I there was like this camera store I used to go to. I don't know if that office is still there at all at this point, but it might not have been Cloud9 to be completely honest. But I remember there was one of these like really hardcore esports teams that was in downtown LA, and whenever I would go down to the camera store to like see if there's any like really good high end cameras for sale. It's actually how I got my Sony RX Mark III. Freaking love this little pocket camera. And we would pass by all the time and see them doing all kinds of weird nonsense outside. I feel like all these content like not content teams, but like all these like I guess like FaZe Clan and all that. Like I feel like they're not as like content oriented anymore. Huh. I just thought about that. I don't know why. Like they used to make hella like really cool like videos, compilations of like trick shots and stuff, and like they would do like live action stuff right outside their offices and all that. And I remember like driving by and like actually seeing them like recording stuff, and it was like really cool. Now you don't see any of that stuff. Like I don't remember. I don't like. When's the last time y'all saw like a really cool like Cloud9 like collaboration or like a video of all the team like doing something together? Or like some like I don't know, just some like compilation of them like they're like really good like trick shots or something, you know, I don't know.
To blame but myself, but man, never thought I could hit this low. Probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm sorry, everyone.
Hey, bro took it like a champ though.
And I tossed it away in the trash can. He also said he was gonna try to.
Hey, whoever the hell this Mango guy is, like, bro took it like a champ. You're a real one. Bro took it like an absolute unit, though.
Apologize to the people involved.
No, that's
But you
the way,
can see,
that's the
right,
way you handle
this is a
shit,
big
bro.
mess, and he got punished, and rightfully so. Like, getting drunk is not an excuse for acting the way he did. He shouldn't have put himself in that situation, and Ludwig would basically wipe his hands of this entire event. This is a clip basically reacting to everything right after it happened.
You killed Mango? Not even a little bit. I don't know if you're memeing or genuine. I feel zero guilt. I don't feel guilty at all. I think this is his own actions because he's his own man. He's an adult man. And me banning him, like...
No, absolutely. You are correct, Ludwig. He is absolutely an adult. He is absolutely his own man. But that chatter is also correct. You single-handedly, because Mango was holding it from the other side, you see. You single-handedly destroyed Mango's career. Absolutely. You were indirectly responsible for Mango's career being destroyed. I don't think you did it maliciously. I fully believe you did it with only good intentions. You wanted some really good times and good content, but unfortunately, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, my friend.
Is the only thing that I did in response because I think it was the correct thing to do. And also, I think I specifically said, like, I'm not calling for him to be dropped or banned from melee tournaments.
So he banned him from all future Ludwig-related tournaments and basically absolved himself of any guilt involving the situation because Mango is a grown man who makes his own choices. And you know what? It would be very easy to end the video here, okay? Well, he said what he said, Mango made his choices, got him in trouble, that's it. But the problem is, it's not a black and white situation. I think everyone is catching an L involving these two parties. Because yes, Mango's a grown man who made mistakes, but you're a grown man who makes choices as well. And the choices were really bad. And let's just begin with the fact that he invited an alcoholic to a drinking event. No one forced Mango to show up, but as a...
You would think that as a general rule, especially because Ludwig goes on to talk about how he knew about his alcoholism, you would think as a general rule, he would be either forfeit from the competition. You would think that they'd give him alternatives to the beer. You think they'd give him non-alcoholic beer? Just all kinds of different options. We do live in California, right? We're in LA. I'm just saying, there's also there's also the Cheech and Chong method.
Halfway responsible person, why would you ever invite an alcoholic to a drinking event? You're asking for trouble, and it seems like you're trying to anticipate issues and drama popping up for content. And things would get a lot worse with this clip. This clip is very damning to everything we're talking about today, where it shows his intentions and his disregard for anything involving this Mango guy. And he knows about his alcoholism. He knows that he's extremely intoxicated. People are telling him, wait a second, this doesn't seem right. You know you shouldn't be doing this. This is not a good thing, but he doesn't care. In fact, he wants
Bro, I legit had one of my uncles, one of my tios, the very first time he tried it, he drank nothing but O'Doul's. Freaking hated it with a passion. Gave up on the O'Doul's, went back to drinking. Then we convinced him to give it a second shot. And was it Michelob Ultra that released like a zero alcohol beer? It was one of those companies. It was like the same taste as the actual beer itself, but it was like zero alcohol. So it wasn't like an O'Doul's, and he loved it. He liked the taste, the flavor of it, and that genuinely helped him quit. And that actually gave me the idea. Shout out to my Theo. I'm not gonna say again his name. I don't want to dox him. But shout out to my Theo. You know who you are if you ever watch this. That gave me the idea to start supplementing my soda addiction with mineral waters. And bro, I chug mineral water. When I first started doing it, bro, I was chugging freaking 5, 6, 7 mineral waters a day, bro. Oh, I was hydrated like crazy.
Mango to up his numbers.
Mango
I gotta get back on that.
Mango can drink 30 beers.
I've been drinking diet sodas. No good. No
He's
good.
a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000.
That's not the freaking. That's not an answer to the question, is it?
The same he does off no beers. He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000.
Okay.
He's the 2-time champion. He's never lost.
Isn't that enabling him?
already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably
Even
above
she's like, he's
10,000.
had 7 beers already? Shouldn't bro be slowing it down if he's if he has a problem with it?
He's the two-time champion. He's never lost.
Should we be enabling him? But you see, he won the competition last 2 times, so we need him to continue to drink alcohol. Like, what kind of a response was that? What does that mean?
PB, guys, Mango just blew a .25.
I just know that above. I just know that above 0.2 is like bad.
Mango just blew a .32.
That is my guy.
Hey, everybody, Mango just blew a .32.
Good lord. I really said, I just know above 2.2 is bad, and this bro said 3, so 1.3, what?
Mango just blew a .32.
That is my guy.
Hey, everybody, Mango just blew a
.32. What the hell, bro?
That is dangerous. That's not good.
That is dangerous. That's not good. Is that actually like how? What's the point? Blood sugar levels. .32 blood. Oh, this is freaking AI. Stupid Google. I know. I know it's technically like all right. So, it is considered extremely dangerous and potentially fatal. It is significantly above the legal intoxication limit of .08 in most U.S. states. The only thing I knew about it was .2 was like you're going to jail. That's all I knew. My general rule is if you drink a single beer, you just don't you just don't drive. And luckily, we always drive, like we always stick together with a lot of family, so there's always a designated driver. There's always somebody. Or with my family, typically, like we'll just crash wherever the hell we crash. I'll go to sleep in my own car, just like then drive in the morning if I have to. Let me see. The Cleveland Clinic. Levels can range from 0, no alcohol, to over 0.4%. 0.4 is lethal? So 0.4 is lethal. Nah, hold on. 0.4 is actually lethal. That's really what lethality is? State of West Virginia. It's a .gov. So even weigh 240 pounds as a man, blowing a .16 would get you criminal penalties at the very least. And this is technically right in freaking. I'm just using this as a general reference here. But that's for the state of Virginia. So does that mean that technically, if you weigh 100 pounds and you drink 8 drinks, you could technically die? Oh, if you're a woman. You can have 11. You can have 11 if you're a man. Oh, hey, 10. If you're a guy, you can have 10. You can have 2 more drinks than a woman before you die. What's actual lethal limit then? Generally considered to be above 0.40%. Cleveland Clinic, Wikipedia. I mean, Wikipedia's alright. People used to always talk trash about it. Now suddenly you're a freaking scientific genius if you freaking source Wikipedia. Blood alcohol levels of 0.4 can be potentially lethal. Medical news today. Is considered dangerous. In some cases, it may prove fatal if a person does not receive emergency care. And I'm assuming that's because of the fact that in some cases, like, you could weigh high enough that, like, you can actually technically... Yeah, see, so some people at, like, 160 pounds could have 15 drinks, they would die, whereas some people could have the same amount of drinks and roughly still be just at that limit. So that's probably why they, like, have such a wide, like, gap, I guess. Okay. Alright, well, at the very least, we know, like, due diligence here. Yeah. They basically almost, like, this guy almost died at this party. Genuinely. They're celebrating this guy being 0.02% away from a lethal dosage of alcohol in his system.
That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
Again, to any...
So, literally saying he's not drunk. We need to get him to lethal levels at this point. Okay, he is 0.02% away from lethal levels of alcohol, blood alcohol levels. And bro is shouting, let's up those numbers. Come on, bro. Like, at what point is it, like... I'm saying this as somebody who, like, because a lot of my family, like, hosts events for, like, parties, weddings, this, that, and the other. So a lot of this stuff, like, technically I had to learn at a younger age, you know, to help out and work here and there. And we also had a lot of, like, kickbacks and get-togethers. We were always super careful about this kind of stuff. The moment somebody starts slurring their words, we start slowing them down. Like, you get what I'm saying? I understand that it's for the content, and so they're trying to, like, you know, do the content move, but you also have to have at least one person there that's gonna kind of be the pillar, that's gonna be the designated, like, person to keep shiz under control. And it feels like here Ludwig should not have been that person. It feels like it should have been one of these two ladies, or even a camera person. Like, Ludwig is doing the opposite of what he should have been doing here.
Ludwig sycophants who are going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe you're saying this grown man Mango is not responsible for his own actions. He is. He absolutely is, and deserved to be punished for acting like a creep at this event. But Ludwig looks terrible. He's someone who knows this guy's an alcoholic, invites him to the event, and then seemingly exploits that for content, and encourages him to keep drinking to a very legitimately dangerous level. Like, if you ever watched, like, Cops back in the day, you know, when someone would get, like, pulled over and they're, like, barely functional wasted, and they would give them the breathalyzer test like they are in this clip, and they might blow, like, a 0.24, and they're like, yeah, you're going to jail, buddy. He was at a 0.32. Now, if you look at some of these statistics going over this, he's in the range right here of 0.3 to 0.4.
Oh, so you just go pull up the list after I had to go through all that work and effort to frickin' find it all. So you just go put the list at the end. Oh, that's fine. No, it's cool.
where you're facing
No, that's fine. I did my own
a
research.
likely chance of having alcohol poisoning, which is a potentially life-threatening condition. And anything over 0.4, which he was working on pretty hard, is potentially fatal blood alcohol level, and you're risking, obviously, death at that point. So he let him get to that point. He celebrated it.
Damn, hold on. So, wait, so, hold on. According to this, 0.30 to 0.40, there's a likelihood of alcohol poisoning and experience loss of consciousness. Above 40, you're at risk of coma and death from respiratory arrest.
And told him to keep upping the numbers. How does anyone defend this? Again, you can criticize Mango, but you also have to look at Ludwig, who is actively encouraging this behavior. It's really, really disgusting, and...
Yeah, no, here's the thing. These are two completely separate things. What Mango did while he was drunk is purely and entirely up to, like, Mango. Like, that's his own thing. What Ludwig... The way that Ludwig handled himself and handled this party and was, like, hosting this party was entirely irresponsible as well. Like, these are both true.
People at the event pointing out that this is not a good thing, that he's an alcoholic, and he completely ignored everything they were saying, and this thing spiraled.
Bro, I genuinely lost, like, dude, more than 3, but really 3 that I personally knew and personally, like, spoke to, personally, like, had a relationship with, of my uncles died due to alcohol poisoning. Technically, two to alcohol poisoning, one to because he got drunk and offed himself. But his alcohol levels were, like, definitely, like, like, they basically, like, the way they told us was if he didn't do it, like, the alcohol in the system was gonna do it.
Spiraled out of control because, well, that's the situation. And Mango's wife would come out and make a statement. I believe she's like, either deactivated.
I'm not just bringing that up, by the way, to bring it up. I bring it up because it's just like it's just like it's like when it's like one thing when people do this. It's another thing when people, like, do this and then because he's about to bring it up. It was the fact that his reaction to it, bro. It's the fact that he treated it like it was such a nothing burger. Like, when it's just like, bro, it's a nothing burger. It's a nothing burger until you actually lose somebody. Like, you can't be messing with stuff like this, like that. Like, you gotta take it serious. Like, okay, all right, like, fine. We're not gonna, like, get all dramatic about it. We're not gonna have a hissy fit. We're not gonna get our panties in a bunch about it. Whatnot. But, like, this is, like, real shiz, bro. This is, like, actual stuff. Like, this is, like, real world stuff. Like, can you not at least, like, take a freaking second and, like, look out for your bro here? Like, your homie here? And, like, just tell him, like, hey, calm down. Like, and like, dead ass, Mango's wife calling him out makes all the sense in the world, bro. Like, I would be pissed the hell off, too. Honestly.
Did these tweets according to Yeet here. But she would say, but since I'm not bound by stuff as a civilian...
Let me get out the way of the actual
I effing
quote.
watched you stream asking Mango to take shots. Of course, your little teeny bopper viewer bitch ass wants to pretend that never happened. People...
Good lord, I didn't know she went off that like that on him.
It gets cut off there. Hope you enjoy your grace for banning Mango while encouraging him to get effing wasted. F you, Ludwig. Word for word, I need to do a shot.
Yo, no,
Where's
that's the word for it. Actually, she puts it a good way. It was encouraging him. Nah, you were encouraging the hell out of him, bro. For real, and for that you're being judged specifically for that.
Yeah, so this was something that was
word for word. I need to do a shot. Where's
Ludwig.
Mango?
So many clips of him saying this stuff. So many clips of him encouraging Mango to keep drinking, knowing full well he was an alcoholic. And a lot of people are criticizing him. A lot of big content creators, including
well deserved.
Tectone's made a series of videos criticizing Ludwig. It's very clear he has an issue with what Ludwig did. That's not too surprising. But after a series of, I think, very valid...
I gotta be real. A lot of people hate on Tectone. I don't even know why. I literally legit have only ever known him as the freaking gotcha guy. I only ever watched his like Honkai Star Rail videos. Now everybody seems to hate him for some reason. But like anytime somebody tells me why they hate him, I look into it and it's like legitimately not freaking true. Even earlier today, Mr. Gamer was talking trash about him, and like valid, fair, sure, like do you, bro? I don't judge you, but like flat out, his dad didn't like argue with anybody. He for sure, he showed a another military lady like corn on his computer, and of course she got like mad and reported him, and bro got in trouble. He actually got like arrested. He actually got like, well, I don't know about arrested, but he got a trial and convicted for, well, I don't know about convicted either, right? He got a trial and genuinely his guilt was found guilty of sexual harassment. For sure. Guarantee that happened, 100%. And yes, Tectone basically said that like, hey, he has canker. I can't say it because of YouTube. He has a C word and he's passing away. So I'm deciding to keep him in my life. But he did what he did was wrong. Yada yada. So I gotta say I did see that. Like y'all can hate on him all you want. The same way I treat everybody, I'm gonna judge him based off of what I actually see for myself, actual evidence.
Complaints. Ludwig has been ignoring pretty much
If y'all got
everything.
actual genuine like criticisms, drop them in my comment section and let me know. But honestly,
But then 2 days ago, he made his first kind of pot shot, this time at Tectone, while playing League, which is just embarrassing. Then again, maybe give Ludwig grace in this one circumstance because he's subjecting himself to playing League. Maybe it just made him really upset. But
one thing I can for sure say is Tectone's kind of a we're past 9 minutes at this point in that video. We should be so the YouTube VOD should be fine. Plus also screw it. I almost freaking died this month. I don't care anymore. Right, screw it. He was definitely being a dick when it came to like talking about other gacha creators. For sure, right? Like, he definitely could have, like, chilled out a little bit.
let's listen to this real quick.
Enable game chat. It's actually one of my greatest pleasures that I get to die never having to speak to these people. Yeah.
He exaggerates, too.
It's like a Tectone video.
Like, because I saw a short where he misinterpreted this quote right here. Let's listen to it again from the beginning, but like really pay attention to what Ludwig
Again,
says.
maybe give Ludwig grace in this one circumstance because he's subjecting himself to playing League. Maybe it just made him really upset. But let's listen to this real quick.
Is League really that bad? I've heard like, what does everybody not want to play League? Now I want to play it.
Enable game chat. It's actually one of my greatest pleasures that I get to die never having to speak to these people. Yeah, it's awesome. It's like a Tectone video. I can die never watching one.
Sick, dude.
It's one of my greatest pleasures. ... Then he compares it to, it's just like a Tectone video. I can die never watching one. And Tectone interpreted that as, like, he'd rather die than watch a Tectone video. Which, I guess, it's a roundabout way of getting to it, but sure. But I feel like at that point you're grasping at straws. I would have just let that one go. Like, alright, but no, for sure though, he's throwing shade. Like, I'm not gonna deny it either. No, for sure, the wigger here, he's definitely throwing shade at Tectone, at the egghead, at the bald freaking headed egghead, like at freaking execute. So like that for sure, right? Don't get me wrong. So I would definitely be like, you throwing shade? I see you. No, I got my eye on you. I like the way Asmongold handles a lot of those situations where it's kind of like, I see you. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but like, I see you. Like, and like, just someday when you freaking like, when you're the one in the weeds, when you're the one on the ground, freaking like asking for somebody to help you, cause you drowning, I'm gonna piss on your head. You get me? Like, you get what I'm saying? I like that mentality.
Basically said one of the great pleasures in his life is not
do no
watching
evil,
a Tectone
Monos.
video. Well, I wish you would watch a Tectone video because I think he's making very valid criticisms going after the stuff you did. But of course, he was probably fishing for a bit of a response, and Ludwig took the bait. And basically, at that point, the gloves come off, right? I think he was going at him from a more distant perspective, and now, well, when you take a pot shot at Tectone, he's going to go a bit further. And in this, he pulls out some receipts where he's basically saying, you know, you want to hold other people accountable for the actions of their community, their chat, what have you, but you're not responsible for people at your events, especially people that you're encouraging to engage in behaviors that are clearly self-destructive.
I mean, you're not wrong. Good lord, yeah. If you think about it from that perspective, because like it's not even your chat at that point. Like it's someone I'm directly encouraging in real life to continue doing something, like directly encouraging them. Not even like Hassan implying that his chat should go harass somebody. It's like actually genuinely you encouraging someone IRL to keep drinking.
You know who would disagree that you are not responsible for someone else's actions? Ludwig himself. And this is why we're talking about this here today. The only person responsible for someone's actions is the someone that did the action. If little Timmy sees a video of a guy eating a fuckload of Takis and faking domestic violence, and then eats a fuckload of Takis and slaps his crush, Timmy is responsible, not the other guy. I just said your argument is weak. Fight someone else in the comments. How is it weak, bro? Nobody is responsible for what random idiots do, but
You see, we say that about little Timmy, right? But then you have situations like how Nestle wanted to get into like the Japanese market with their coffee, which Japan just doesn't drink coffee. That's not something they have over there. It's not tea. And so what they did was they started selling coffee flavored candy, and they started like a coffee like related cartoon, and they made candy based off of that cartoon that was coffee flavored. And when those children grew up, they started they like remembered the flavor of that coffee and like started drinking and like enjoying coffee as adults. And that's how like Nestle got into the Japanese market with their coffee. So like we say that, but at the same time, we absolutely for a fact know that anything little Timmy watches is gonna be influenced. It's gonna be an influence on little Timmy. So like it's weird how we think of like we know for a fact that we shouldn't be responsible for what little Timmy does, but at the same time we also fully know that little Timmy's being influenced by that freaking by that TV show.
idiot that did it. The fact that you seem to think that you have this much pull and control over randos that roll up to his stream says more about ego than anything else, to which Ludwig responded, I think there's a lot of good arguments for not having responsibility. I just specifically think mentioning a 1 in 100,000 extreme cases proof of why that should be the case is weak. Weak argument equals weak stance. It's not weak, it's true. You aren't responsible for what randoms do unless you specifically say, hey, go do unshit in my name. Ludwig, you have...
I can agree with that. I can agree that if you specifically tell somebody, hey, go do something, and I don't even necessarily need the in my name part, just, hey, specifically go do something. You tell somebody, go do somebody. Or even if you tell somebody, like, I would even give you, like, hey, bro, hey, go do this. It's like, what? Like, as a suggestion, it's like, that's still like, bro, why you like encouraging him to go do that? Like, I still like, if bro does it like an idiot, yeah, he's the idiot, but it's also you are still irresponsible, immoral for being like an ass and like encouraging him to do that and trying to influence him to do that, manipulating him to do that. You get me? You get what I'm saying?
Actively fought people who said that you aren't responsible for someone else's actions. You believe that you are responsible for someone else's actions. By the way, this was in regards to chat policing. This was in place for community policing, saying that a streamer is in control of their chat and a streamer is in control of their community, and they should dictate what that chat and community should do. So if you believe a streamer is in charge of their chat, randoms on the internet, why the fuck do you think you're not responsible for taking care of one of your best friends in a weakened state around alcohol that you know is his vice, a suffering alcoholic in a public, on display format in front of hundreds of thousands of people?
Not only
Valid crash out. I'm not gonna lie. He puts it when you put it that way. Valid. Honestly, valid. I mean, that it's blatant. Like, when it's convenient for me, I'm not responsible. But when it's when it's not convenient, suddenly you should be responsible.
Do we see that from Tectone? Asmongold would weigh in on the situation as well, saying at first that he deserves some sort of accountability, referring to Ludwig, and that basically he tries really hard to appeal to people, and he's very inauthentic, and you know, this is just not a good situation. Shouldn't have been streamed.
I think he absolutely should have some personal accountability. I don't know if he should have tangible punishment, so to speak, if you understand what I'm saying. But you would think, without the need of anybody else saying anything, you would think that they would take some kind of personal accountability there.
Like drinking events are a very bad idea, at least in terms of just, you know, doing the right thing. But for content, maybe it is a great thing because you have situations like this that get a lot of attention. And if you're a streamer, I guess some people, that's what it's all about for them. But of course, we have seen recently with the move to kick, Asmongold was getting criticized by Ludwig for guilt by association, basically saying his association with kick comes with certain detriments and that he's going to look bad because of the people around him. And also he talks about how degenerate of a platform kick is, which is very ironic coming from the guy who's doing the stuff that he did at the Burial Cart events. But
yeah, and to be fair though, I was on that bandwagon for quite a while about kick, and I have to say, Eddie, my boy, I do apologize for criticizing you so heavily. Turns out I'm just as much of a hypocrite as anybody else. You may have your vices, you may have your things here and there, but hey, apparently everybody does, and frankly, yours are way less bad. At least you're fair. You know, at least you're fair. Let's say that.
When you start taking shots at people, again, they're gonna weigh in.
I'm still gonna criticize you for, like, that whole, like, the toot situation. Trying to record that toot without a knowledge, like, that's not cool. That's not aight. But, I think you apologized. Did you apologize? I hope you did. You better have, otherwise I'm still gonna judge you if that's the case.
Situations where you're
But,
now in trouble.
if it's not the case, I should say.
Asmongold would have this clip go up on his clip channel where he talks about this, particularly.
Wasn't that with Ice Poseidon? Who was that with?
Responsible for what your community says, and
Like, that should not have been allowed on the platform, right? Like, come on, man.
Direct example of a time where Ludwig was holding Asmongold responsible for his own chat.
Everybody, Mango just blew a .32!
That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
I better not, even for a fucking second, hear anything about my chat. Oh, my chat said something bad.
Wait, hold up. Black female protagonists. Let's check Asmon's chat real quick. Halo DEI. DEI.
Damn, I didn't know the Wigger was throwing shade like that. I mean, I kind of knew that he was like on, what is it? Did he Bin Laden Hamas Pikers freaking, like, side of the fence? I didn't know he was throwing shade like that, bro. Like, bro, you gonna throw shade like that? Damn, okay. Okay.
Oh, it's a DEI game. If you didn't notice, that woman, you heard me say woman, was black. So that is woke and not a game I'll play.
So you trying to make me look bad because of my chat, but you don't want to look bad because of your friend?
It's not even something Asmon said, bro. Not even something Asmon said. It was some rando in chat, bro.
Go to Mogul Moves event
that you told.
Cause there's some freaking idiot in chat talking smack.
Alcohol
Damn.
At your party? You knew he was blood alcohol.
Nah, son, that's like saying that see, because by that logic, and I'm sorry to use you as an example here, Mr. Gamer, you know, freaking totally respect you and, you know, appreciate you. But by that logic, the misinformation that Mr. Gamer just said about Tectone's father being a R-word, or that means I would be responsible for that? I'm not the one over here saying that. That was Mr. Gamer, and as you saw, I freaking corrected him with the knowledge that I found out by myself, that I went out and looked for. You get what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? Like, your chat is just full of randos, it's just people. I get that the big time YouTubers, the big time streamers, they have like a dedicated fan base, but that's still just randos to them.
All poisoning level drunk.
That's
and
wild.
You're gassing him up. But the moment that I watch a trailer and I don't say a single thing, you're trying to farm hate on me. I wonder which one is worse. People saying,
bro, and he made it a whole ass clip. Damn, like that, bro.
DEI in the comments section or real life sexual harassment and alcohol poisoning. Oh my God. Oh, my chat said something bad. Fix your friends. Then maybe we can talk about my chat.
Yeah, no, for real. Like Wigger, hey Ludwig, you gotta stop. You gonna have to fix yourself before you start talking about anybody else. Starting with changing the name of your fans, the Wiggers. Really, that's what you went with? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what everybody's been telling me so far. On Twitter, on YouTube, on freaking Discord, everyone's been telling me that's the name of your fan base. Is that really what y'all went with? Please, somebody, anybody in the comment section, tell me that that is not. Tell me that I am wrong on this.
I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moo's event.
Bro, I am so making that my follower up. Like, anytime y'all follow me on Kick, I'm gonna make that my audio. Let's up those numbers! Like Pegasus, like more Pegasus.
Should go to an event.
Yeah, I think besides just being a gigantic hypocrite, as we've seen, a guy who wants to hold other people accountable for third parties, including their own chat, we're now seeing a guy completely and utterly make a fool out of himself, try to play the victim, try to...
I'm gonna let this play out, but good lord, bro, I am
beyond responding all this.
This medication is destroying me, bro. I have.
He banned this guy.
I hope y'all appreciate how long I've been holding out for, bro. You can't see it on my model, but I am gassed out, bro. I'm about to sleep good tonight.
He clearly encouraged this behavior. He knew full well what he was doing. Both parties have responsibility here. But let's not pretend like Ludwig has nothing to be accountable for. And he's gonna get away with it. I mean, he's kind of like the squeaky clean PR guy that, like, you know, he's like the safe brand sponsor guy, even though this is like outrageous behavior, but that's just the way things work. And he's gonna keep moving on. I doubt anything's gonna happen to him, but it's good that people are shining a spotlight on all parties in this situation. People who should not have been in an event, who should not have gotten drunk, who should not have been creeping on the women there, but also the guy who was inviting a known alcoholic, encouraging him to drink to dangerous levels, encouraging him to drink further beyond that. It's ridiculous. And you have to be able to recognize both sides, and that's really the only objective way to look at this. But anyways, that's going to do it for this situation. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, no, honestly, like...
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here. So Tater...
He didn't really go over the videos where Ludwig responded, but to be completely honest with you, he pretty much, like, did not take responsibility for, like, jack squat. Almost doubled down on not taking responsibility. It's super irresponsible because it's super irresponsible to sort of, like, set a precedent that if you're gonna be, like, throwing these kinds of, like, soirees, these kinds of parties, like, the person throwing the event is just not gonna, like, be in charge or be responsible or like, try to help anybody that might be, like, in a vulnerable state if they're a drunk or something like that. This is like when... Like, bro, don't even get me started with that whole situation with that one party when everyone was, like, drunk, and, like, that one chick was accusing that one guy of, like doing something, and it's like, bro, this is why you need to have a designated, like, party host that's gonna be checking in on everybody. Oreo, baby. No barkies, please. I'm wrapping up right now. So you gotta have, like, a dedicated, like, party host that's gonna be, like, at least okay-ish enough to, like, either make sure everybody's getting home, or, like, you know, through Uber, or, like, hell, we even would, like, my pops would drive people home sometimes. Like, whenever I'd have, like, a kickback with my friends, like, even if it was, like, midnight, bro, my pops, what a champion. Shout out to Papa Monkey. He would still drive my friends back home, bro, at, like, midnight, 1, 2 in the morning, bro. What a legend. What an absolute legend. Shout out to Papa Monkey. I'm gonna tell y'all what though. I am like gassed out. This medication's got me like knocking out here, bro. Thank you all so much for joining me on today's live stream. It's been a lot of freaking fun. Please go drop Rev says Desu a like. Go drop him a sub. Go drop him a comment. All good things. Go support for the amazing video. Ayoo, Monodachi! Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find links to the videos that we reacted to today down in the description below, along with my Oshi marks. I'll see you in the next video, Monos. Goodbye, and thank you so much for swinging by. Saru!